You're not ready?
Oh, I'm totally ready. Okay.
Probably.
Oh my gosh, gotta keep the talent happy. Okay, let's start the show.
Hey everybody, it's time for Quarantine Questions with Keenan, the Insta-Live talk show that I made up to interview some of my old friends and to catch up during this lonely time of quarantine. Now take it away, Underbite T-Rex!
Oh, that's supposed to be applause there. Oh, my clappers is going all crazy. Okay, all 6 viewers, we're here today. Another episode of Quarantine Questions with Keenan. Are you gonna say hi too? With my friend, the lovely, the talented, the best style in skateboarding that I've ever had the opportunity to skate with, Kallie.
Oh, hi, Jill.
What's up, Kallie?
Hi, Keenan. And I don't know your son's name, actually.
Oh, this
Sorry.
is Lennon.
Lennon, that's right. I never really met him, so hi, Lennon.
That's very true.
Yeah.
How old are you, Lennon? Yeah, you are. You're gonna be 4 soon, huh?
Yeah, I will.
But Lennon, this is about Kallie. This isn't about you.
Yeah, and my boy gonna play to for soon, right? I'm gonna be.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna be 4 very soon, huh?
Yeah, for my birthday, so
It's a big deal.
I have my kid. I mean, my kids will have come on my birthday, and I can do.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Wow.
This is Kallie. This is my old friend. You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Say hi, Kallie.
Hi, Gavin.
Hi, Lennon.
Say nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, go watch TV.
Okay.
Eat some hot dogs.
The hot dogs. I like hot dogs.
Corn dogs, whatever. All right. Well, we had a couple scheduling snafus, but we finally got you on the show.
Excited.
All right. How long has it been since we've seen each other? It's been a long time, man.
Yeah, probably like 5. No, wait. Were you skating that one time at Rolf's Bowl, like a couple years ago? Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't a couple years ago. It was like 5 or 6 years ago or something.
No, because I was dating Dave
because...
at the time. I think you met him then.
No. Unless
Maybe
he was
not.
there and I didn't realize it. Because my wife was there, but that was before she was my wife, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That's the time?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Because I didn't think I'd met your husband, actually.
Maybe not. Maybe it was a different time. Anyway, it's been a while.
It has been a while. I only went once, and I was really bad, and I was like, I'm never going there again. Just because, like, my wife's
really
like, I thought you were okay at skating. Like, I knew you weren't good. And I was like, oh, she won't marry me.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right, let's just jump back in. The history of us. How do we know each other? And how did we meet? I actually forgot. I couldn't remember.
You forgot?
Yeah.
Oh, we met through Carter Zufeld.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was dating him, and you were good friends with him, and you guys skated sometimes, and I think that's first time we might have met was probably at Springville, like, through him. So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, probably. Can't remember. I do remember, unless I'm really wrong, did you come up to Idaho with us one time?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Not
Probably another Kallie.
It's just another gal. Well, it's just another one of Carter's girlfriends, probably.
Yeah.
Just a little more. Okay, yeah. So definitely met through skating. So I guess I've met your husband before, but I don't remember. How did you meet your husband? I think there's a story there.
Yeah, there's a good story. We met in Hawaii, and I was 16, turning 17. He was like 24, so we were skate friends first and foremost. And then, we kind of just kept tabs on each other, liked each other, dated when I was 18, didn't work out. I went on a mission, came back, tried to date again, still wasn't the right timing. And then like 2 to 3 years ago, we like ran into each other at the skate park, and he was like, well, let's like plan a skate date, like let's go skating for reals, like together next time. And then I got a concussion that time, actually, on the Springville ramp. I was trying to blunt a fakie, and I fell back, slid off, and hit my head. And he took care of me and made sure I was okay.
Oh.
And then it just kind of, rekindled the old feelings, and we started
So,
dating.
so really quick, let me interject. Were you trying to impress him with that blunt to fakie?
No, I had just like, well, maybe subconsciously, but like I was just practicing it because I had just learned it like a few months before that, and I wanted to
Mhm.
like step it up because I had learned it on like, do you remember Bonsai Skate Park, the indoor one?
Yeah, yeah,
That little mini ramp that's like 2 feet.
yeah.
I was like, okay, I could do it on there, so I got to jump up to like the Springville ramp, which isn't that much bigger, but felt a lot bigger for a blunt fakie. So I was just trying to get it.
Dang, so you just bonked your head, got a concussion, huh?
Yeah,
Yikes.
I haven't really done it since, but we'll see.
I'd say you got to get back on the horse, but I haven't skated in a really, really long time.
Yeah.
there's actually a little there's like a half pipe, like the size of the Springville one, like minus the the smaller bit,
Mm-hmm.
and no one really uses it. Just a bunch of like scooter kids, or just kids will just like hang out on it. So I'll go when
Yeah.
everyone's in school, or I used to go when everyone's in school, and it's just like had my own little private little pipe, but
Awesome.
I haven't skated in a really, really long time. I'm trying to get the kids
Get back out there.
into it too. Yeah, I know, I have to.
Skate or die, dude.
It's more death these days. I feel like I might just die.
Dying and
Okay.
skating.
Okay, generals, what are you up to these days?
I work at Skull Candy and a headphones company, and I do renders. So that means I make images of headphones on the computer, and I'm doing that from home now because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been there like a year or so. I'm married, and I live in Cedar Hills, which is near Pleasant Grove, Utah.
Okay.
Yeah, American Fork, kind of that same area.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Cool. That was
Yeah.
actually one of the questions because I knew it was
Oh.
Utah somewhere, but I wasn't sure exactly where.
Yeah.
That's cool. We are looking to move, if this Corona stuff calms down, to Saratoga Springs.
Oh, nice. That's pretty
Other side
close.
of the lake. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good, pretty area.
I know, it looks nice, and it looks like it's just kind of up and coming a little bit, so kind of neat. Anyway, yeah, that's if this stuff calms down. Has it been weird working from home or all the quarantine stuff? And
It's like, it's fine. It's just really slow in my
yeah,
area, like the internet or something, or connecting to the server, and just harder to like communicate with people and like send files and stuff. That can be annoying, but it's kind of nice. I think I like working from home more than I thought I would, and just having the ability to like take breaks and like go outside and make like a lunch instead of having to like have everything ready and pack it.
oh yeah, that always stinks. So like where I'm working right now, because I'm a firefighter, but right now I'm working in the dispatch center. So I'm just like in this tiny room. Well, it's not tiny, but in this room with no windows, and they didn't have a
Oh.
fridge for the longest time, and so I had to
Oh.
bring like this igloo cooler and like all these ice packs and stuff like that. It was just like
Oh, it's
the
such a
worst thing
hassle.
ever. I know. I'm like, I have to prep all
Yeah,
this crap and I have to make sure it's not gonna go
that's
gross. Yeah, it really stunk. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. Where were you born?
I was born on Oahu, Hawaii, in Honolulu. Hmm.
Nice.
Hmm.
I've been to Maui
You,
once, but that was it.
yeah, that's a cool. I like Maui too, but Oahu's better.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Um, let's see, and that's where I guess you would claim you hail
Yeah,
from. That's where you grew up and
yeah.
stuff. So
Sunset
cool.
Beach, Oahu.
And we know where you live now. And where would you love to live if you could live anywhere?
I would probably go back to Hawaii if I could. Super expensive, obviously, and there's just
Yeah,
some sacrifices you have to make to live there. Like, I don't know, to buy a house is like almost impossible. It's just so expensive. So you
yeah,
probably are looking at like a lot of renting, like a lot of years of renting, which,
yeah,
but yeah, that'd be the dream though, because it's just like it's safe, and it's, I don't know, it's warm all year round, which I really love, and you
yeah,
grow up like surfing and skating and just outdoors, everything. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. Definitely that one time I've been. It was, it was very cliche. how I felt. But you just feel so good, and everything's just like nice, and it's like
It's
perfect.
like healing. It's
yeah,
like,
it's
you
really,
feel
really
like
great.
new and fresh. Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Yeah, I would have to probably say Hawaii too, maybe. All right, let's jump into some faves. Favorite snack.
Favorite snack.
Yeah.
I love anything sweet, but I think like when I'm just looking for something to snack on, I always go to chips and salsa because it's really easy and always good. I'm never sick of chips and salsa.
Yeah.
But it has to be the right kind of salsa. Like Tostitos is like okay, but it's not like really authentic. The Kirkland organic brand is actually very good. So it's my new fave.
I think I have to go to Costco. We're getting low on corn dogs and other stuff, but I'll keep an eye out for it. If it's Kirkland, it's Costco, so I'm sure I'll find it there.
It's good.
We've been getting their little guacamole because they have like a big guacamole, but then it always goes bad because we never finish it.
Yeah.
They have like these like little ones. It's like those are pretty sweet. Yeah, I can run through a bag of chips, dude. Chips are actually have some sitting in there because we got some guacamole and I'm like, we're just gonna need some chips. All right.
Are people still watching this?
5 people are.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah, so like because I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I hope you're okay with that.
That's fine.
And so like I turned the comments off, but every time I go back to like upload it, the comments are on there. I don't understand.
Oh, that's
how to
weird.
get rid of it. Yeah, so sorry the comments are gonna be all over your face. Okay, favorite dad joke. Hit us with some good.
Well, I have a favorite. It's like the only dad joke that I know. So, it's where does the king keep his armies?
Where does the king keep his armies?
In his sleeveys. Because they're like armies.
Oh,
so dumb. But I saw one this morning that was pretty good. Our like ward or church like sends out I said church for people that made I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, our ward sends out a newsletter every week and there was one on it today that was why doesn't the photon have to check his bag at the airport?
I don't know.
Because it's traveling light.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that too. That's that's a smart one. I don't know if our 5 viewers out there are gonna get that.
Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. I was like, oh yeah, science.
I know you said photons. I was like, oh, please get this one. I was like, oh, I'll laugh regardless, but I get that one. Okay. Favorite guilty pleasure. Anything. Whatever you define as guilty pleasure.
That's a hard one. I mean, there's probably a lot of things that like to some people would be lame, but to me are cool, so they're not really guilty pleasures. But I don't know, like every now and then I'll just go back and listen to like EFY songs and like get all nostalgic about like EFY and like my mission and just like really feel it, you know.
Oh, that's great. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good one because
that's a really good one.
I definitely feel guilty when I'm listening to it.
Dude, I never went to EFY and I feel like I missed out.
Yeah?
My younger brother went and are they always at BYU or
other schools too,
other places,
other campuses. Yeah,
he went to one at BYU and like came in with all these pictures, all these cute girls. I'm like,
yeah,
I never go to EFY. I guess it costs money and
it was pretty fun.
Didn't want to do that for me.
It's fun if you like curated spiritual experiences.
Yeah. Well, then you have that age too where you're just like life is really good and like you're not well, I mean you are impressionable, but like, you know, the church is saying all this good stuff and you just feel so good.
Yeah.
And it's really like making a little foundation for the rest of your life. It's just nice. It's really great.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Favorite fast food joint?
Chick-fil-A, for sure.
Chick-fil-A is pretty good. Have you tried that Popeyes sandwich?
I have. I didn't think it was as good. I think it's just because like we started making our own Chick-fil-A nuggets at home, which one of their secrets, right? Low power mode.
Oh no, you just froze during the secret. Dude, that was like perfect. You're like one of the secrets and you just froze.
It is. It's they marinate their chicken in pickle juice. and changes the whole flavor of the chicken to me. Now I
Wow.
notice it because I'm like, oh, I can taste that kind of like pickly, briny, whatever vinegary
Yeah.
flavor. It's good.
Huh, I
So
didn't know that.
I don't think Popeyes does that. And I don't know, I just like the all around taste, and I like the French fries, the waffle fries so
Yeah,
much.
waffle fries are good.
It's like a
You-
package deal, you know? It's not just the chicken. I love
And
the
I
chicken.
think they have like the best business model like of any business. Like I don't know about everywhere, but the one that we go to around here, it's like packed. Like there's some people that I
Yeah.
swear just aren't even doing anything, but they're like
Yeah.
there to like they're there to like undo like that part of the straw that goes in your drink, and then like so they're oh my god.
Yeah.
But it's like there's no other fast food joint that is as good, like customer service
Mhm.
wise. Like they're super friendly
Yep.
and like you just get your stuff and it's just like
Mhm.
super good.
And
It's
the
like
menu is super simple. It's like just chicken stuff. Like you don't and
yeah,
salad, I guess. But like you don't need to mess around with like all these wraps and like everything else. It's just
yeah,
simple. I like that.
true. Yeah, McDonald's always has like 18 special things going on, and
Yeah.
you're like gotta like go through this menu. It's true. Chick-fil-A
That's
is
good.
great. I love Chick-fil-A a lot.
Hmm.
What's your sauce? What's your go-to sauce?
For chicken, the barbecue sauce, just because that's my favorite always, and then the Chick-fil-A
Mm-hmm.
sauce. I always like mix them, kind of
Mm-hmm.
double dip.
I'm a
Yeah.
Polynesian man myself.
Oh,
Love
those are good. That
sweetness.
is too.
All right, let's see. Favorite band right now, and then favorite band like ever.
Oh man. Well, it's actually kind of tied right now. Well, I think my favorite band ever is probably it's kind of like between Arcade Fire and M83, kind of like goes back and forth. But Arcade Fire just has like the most consistent like track record of amazing albums that of any like most bands I listen to.
Uh-huh.
And but right now my favorite is The Strokes because they just came out with their new album, The New Abnormal, and it's
Yeah,
pretty good. There's like a few that are great, you know, kind of their hits. The
yeah,
rest is like I'm still kind of getting a feel for it, but because I knew it was coming out, I just like kind of went back and listened to like a lot of their old albums, and I was just
uh-huh.
like, they're so good. Just have
See,
like this sound that
yeah,
is very good and raw and like rock and yeah.
agreed. That's actually my favorite band of all time. Is
Really?
yeah,
My
because
husband's favorite band too of all
it's
time.
they're awesome. They're like
They're so good.
they just have like a timeless sound, you know. And it's just
And
like this
Julian's
is good
voice
all the
is
time.
so
Yeah,
good. It's like he can sing any note, like any song and just sound amazing, like dreamy.
it's so good. He
Yeah.
uh he has one that he did with oh my gosh, the robot people, the robot helmet people.
Oh, Daft Punk.
Yeah, Daft Punk. It
Oh
was really
yeah,
good.
yeah. That
Did you
like
see?
Instant Crush.
Yeah, Instant
Hmm.
Crush. Yeah, I love that one.
Good
That was
one.
so good. The music video is really good too. Did you see the? I think it was. I think they released that single for their new one, like their new one with
Oh
like a music
yeah,
video. Have you seen that one?
like the animated one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so
that
good. It's
one's
like
nuts.
80s, 90s, like animation. Yeah,
Yeah,
like space and like monster, like kind of some kind of monster squirrel thing. It's
yeah,
cool.
it's really good. I
Yeah.
saw it first before I heard it, and I
Mhm.
was I was like, I don't know that I would have been so into this, but every time I
Mhm.
hear it now, I kind of like see the video, and they
That's
just
the same for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just like
Like it enhances the music a lot
for
because you
sure.
can visualize like it gives it a tone and like a
Yeah,
feeling.
a
Yeah.
narrative too, and you're just kind of like,
Yeah.
and like the rest of it kind of makes sense. It's really good. So
Mhm.
good
Cool.
taste. All right, let's see. Never have I ever quarantine edition. Never have I ever binged a whole show on Netflix or a season of something.
I have not. Not a whole show or a whole season. Not yet, at least. Maybe I
Okay.
will though, because we started watching Series of Unfortunate Events, which
Mm.
I hadn't seen the series. I'd just seen like the movie, and
Mm.
we're getting pretty close. So probably will happen.
Okay. Yeah, I keep seeing that, and I think I think I was just too old, like when the movie came out, and it just didn't really like
Yeah,
appeal. I just didn't.
yeah,
But yeah, I keep seeing it on my Netflix, and
it's good.
yeah, it looks
I like read the books, so it's kind of fun to like
yeah
relive that, and then also like there's just some characters that are really funny and good, and the
yeah
baby Sunny is super cute. Like, I would
Oh
watch the whole show just for her because she's adorable. And, like,
yeah.
they only show her for, like, a few seconds, you know, every time because she's not, like, the main character. Like, she
Right.
only, like, makes sounds that, like, mean words, but she doesn't, like, talk. But she's just adorable. And me and Dave are really hoping that our first baby looks like her because I'm blonde with blue eye or brown eyes and, like, some of her facial features look like his. And we've obviously thought about it a lot. We're like, it has to look like her, and we're gonna name her Sunny. Stupid.
Oh, that's funny. Is that hi, babe? Do you want to say hi? This is Isley. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, Sleep.
Say hi. Say, look at my mullet.
Hi. Oh, growing it out nice.
Yeah.
Quarantine mullet.
I know. I was gonna call her a little naked baby, but I guess the other one was naked too. Oh, all these naked babies.
Cuties.
All right, listen, Mama. Love you. All right, get out of your dinosaur boy.
Dinosaur.
Yeah. Yeah, the production value I remember from like the movies at least was really cool. Like
sorry, it was lagging. No, it's back.
Sorry. Might be. Okay. Actually, my internet looks pretty good. Actually, this is a good spot for me. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Ate really terribly. Have you eaten really terribly since quarantine?
I wouldn't say we've eaten like terribly, but we've had a lot of candy since Easter. Like, I actually was kind of having a little tummy ache right before you called because I was like, oh, I just ate like 10 pieces of candy.
What's the candy you get tummy aches with?
All of them. I don't know. I just eat too many in rapid fire. It's like the little minis. You just like go through them so fast. It's just like satisfying. You just pop them in your mouth. But the Reese's peanut butter cups are the best.
Yeah. I used to not be such a big peanut butter guy. Mm-hmm. Like Reese's were never like the ones I'd go to first, but like now I don't know why. Well, I mean, not just now, but there's a lot of merit to just a simple Reese's cup or like a Butterfinger. It's really good.
Sweet and salty mixture. So
very
good.
true. I'm a big sweet and salty guy. Okay, let's see. Let's skip down memory lane. So let's hear your first kiss story.
Oh, getting juicy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think my first one was like, I was probably like 14 or 13 or 14. I can't remember one of those two. And there's this kid that I really liked that like I would see at the skate park all the time. It was this like hangar at like an Air Force base in Hawaii that my mom would take us to sometimes. And his name was Brett, and we were kind of texting and like liked each other, you know. And then we were about to leave one time. My mom was picking us up, and like before she came up, there's like stairs that led up to this bowl. I crossed the bowl because he was on the other side, and like gave him a hug, and then just like gave him a little peck, you know. And then like went and then said like, I'll see you next week, and then we left. And I was just like all euphoric, you know, on the way home. And then I had like a sleepover with my friends and like told them about it, and I was super excited. So
oh wow, taking the bull by the horns. Go on,
I don't know, I was just feeling it, you know.
Yeah,
you
gotta read it. You gotta read the moment. That's great.
And then every like kiss after that like kind of sucked for a while. Just like just not good. Yeah.
Just like, you know, a 13-year-old kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so you, dude. That's so your story. Go across the bowl, plan a little smooch. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. First big rebellious move against your folks, your parents.
Oh, I didn't do very much that was rebellious until I met Dave and like started dating him when I was 18, even though my mom like had told us earlier, like when I started telling her like, yeah, I've been hanging out with this guy back when I was like 17 in high school. She was like, wait, how old is this guy? He's like 24 or something. Like I kind of like told her more about him. And she's like, all right, no more. Like, he's way too old for you. You can't hang out. I'm like, I don't like him. We're just friends. Even though I did. And then when I went off to college, I, like, told her he was going to BYU and, like, because he was, like, finishing up at BYU Hawaii and then gonna, like, go to BYU Provo. And I told her that he was gonna go, but I wasn't gonna date him because like I kind of had just thought like, yeah, we just will be friends. But then I still liked him, so started dating, and I didn't tell her for like a month, and then month and a half, and then I told her, and she was like really mad.
Oh,
Like
really?
that. Yeah, I don't know. She was just super protective of me. Like
Mm,
she didn't like think anybody was good enough, and obviously because he was like 8.5 years older than me, she like thought that that was weird and
yeah.
just kind of didn't know him at all. So yeah,
I guess that makes sense. That is, as a parent now,
yeah.
if
Looking
one of,
back,
yeah,
I
one of them
get it
came
now.
back
I'm
with an
like, yeah,
8 year age
that's a
gap.
big gap. Like I wouldn't want
Oh,
my
yeah.
daughter to be dating somebody like that
Yeah.
much older, but at the same time, with having that experience, I would probably like get to know the guy a little bit and
Sure,
just
sure, sure, sure. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
give him more of a
Um,
chance.
that's cool though. What did she say when you guys like got engaged and married and everything?
So
Did you give her like a little "I told you so"?
it was so crazy. It was weird because like it was so on and off for like years that like I'd kind of had the same conversation with her like 3 times that like I was dating him again, and she was like
Uh-huh.
not happy about it every time. And then like the last time around, I just was like, yeah. I told her, and she was still kind of like weirded out. Like I don't know. She was she was just so protective about it for some reason.
Sure, sure.
But she eventually, when she like met him and got to know him, she started to change her mind, and she never I never like did the whole "I told you so" thing, but I definitely wanted to. But I just had to be really firm. I was just like, well, we're probably getting married, so sorry about it. Like this is
Yeah.
happening, so you have a chat. Like you have a choice here. You
Uh,
get to choose whether you like him or not, but it's happening. So,
that's the way it is, man. When
mm-hmm.
you get married, it's you and them against the world, even your
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
That's how it is. My folks had a hard time with that.
Really?
Me not being like a kid anymore, even though I was like
Yeah,
26 when I got married. But
yeah.
yeah, parents, man. I guess
Funny.
I'm gonna be just like them one day, but we'll see. All
Probably.
right. All right, let's do a most memorable moment from high school or college or just I guess life before marriage.
Okay. Let's see. High school, nothing super crazy. College. Oh yeah, I just thought of something. So I was invited to speak at, this isn't like the most memorable, but it was what popped in my head. I was invited
Go
to
for
speak at a middle school in Idaho about like being a skateboarder and being an artist, and like I was supposed to like inspire the kids to like do things they love but also like stay in school. So like
it.
cuz I guess they were having a lot of problems with the kids in the middle school, and like so I spoke at an assembly of like 300 kids, just me and like a mic in a gym with like a projector, like of like a little PowerPoint that I made with like pictures of like my brothers and I skating and like my art, and just kind of talked about that, my story. And she's like, "Stay in school, kids. Like you got this." But it was just so funny because like first of all, public speaking is so scary for me, and like I never
Yeah.
thought I could do something like that, so that was cool. But also like afterwards I did like a Q&A, and all these like little teenage boys were like, are you dating anybody? And like, are you single? And like, and then afterwards they like, one of them came up to me, he was like, can you sign my arm? Like autographed his arm, and he like posted it on his Instagram, like my signature on his arm. It was like, it was just so funny. And my
That's
friend like came with me, and she filmed it for me, so
oh, that's
that was pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah,
Dang,
it
that's
was
a fun
fun, and
memory
they
to
paid
have.
me too, which was nice. So
Dang.
yeah, but I had to drive all the way up to Idaho. Well, not too far. Malad, which is like the first town out of Utah when you get out
Oh,
of Utah.
nice.
But anyway,
Dang, that's cool. How'd you
yeah.
get set up with that? Someone was
I
just
just
like,
like some lady that I knew. Maybe I taught her son skate lessons or something. I can't remember.
mm,
She just reached out to me, and she like worked for that school. Like I guess she worked there at the school, or she knew no, she knew somebody that worked at the school, and they were like looking around, and she suggested my name, and they're like, yeah, totally, and I'm like, okay, so random.
dang, that's
Yeah,
cool, man.
it was cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's why I like teaching. It's fun to kind of affect, younger kids
Yeah.
and stuff. It makes you feel cool.
Yeah. It does. Yeah, it feels very good. Like, I don't know. Just thinking you could maybe change somebody's life in
Yeah.
some little
You
way.
just make
Sorry,
them
sound
feel like
cliche
more
now.
confident about the weird crap that they like
Yeah.
or whatever, you know. So it's good.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
awesome. All right. Last one in memory lane is best lie you ever got away with.
Hmm. This is like, I'm the worst liar, so it's like a really, really hard question. Because the only lies I can ever remember, like, probably tell lies all the time just to, like, get out of awkward situations and stuff. But,
For sure.
like, the ones I can remember are, like, when I was little, when I would, like, I don't know. Like at one time, I like pushed my brother down and then like told my mom that he fell, and she like believed me. You know, just like stupid stuff like that.
That's not
Or
even a lie,
like,
Callie. He just
yeah,
fell.
yeah. I don't know. He just fell down.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. I can't like think of anything big, but definitely probably like yeah, probably that one.
That's perfect. That works.
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked about you watching series
Oh,
of events. What are you reading? Are you reading anything good these days?
yeah. I'm reading some good books. I'm reading a book called I Am Malala. Probably
Mm.
it. It's like it was a
Mm-hmm.
bestseller a few years ago, maybe, or a little while ago. It's really good. It's about a Pakistani girl and her life growing up in Pakistan, and um, just like a lot of the crazy stuff that was happening at the
Mm.
time. And like she was a little girl when like 9/11 happened, and like how that affected her world. Like, like it's crazy to see things from the perspective of somebody that's like living on the like experiencing this major event as like a little kid, and how like just the judgments and stereotypes that would come from that on
For
like
sure.
Middle Eastern people, and how
Yeah.
that would affect your life. And it's cool. She's like, just like a funny. She just tells the story in really funny anecdotes, and talks about her dad a lot and how much she like admired him, and he was like all for like equal rights for women, even though it's like a very patriarchal society, and
Mm-hmm.
just a lot about like how he pushed for education for women, and he started a school, and like she got to go to it, and eventually she got shot. She didn't die, but she got shot for being like kind of an activist and like going to that school. So I'm only like a quarter of the way in, so I don't know what happens yet, but it's been a really good book, really eye-opening, and really like, I don't know, it's just like every now and then you read a book that really like opens your heart and like your mind to like seeing people differently, and
Yeah.
even though you didn't know you like had maybe certain prejudices or ways of thinking, you like, oh, kind of have to like address those, and then
Yeah.
yeah, so that's
That's
been good.
awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, that's good.
Highly
Yeah.
recommend it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kai recommends it.
I am
Yeah,
Malala. Also fun to
definitely.
say.
Yeah, definitely heard about it and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but yeah, never really read about it. That's a lot already. If you're already like a quarter of the way in.
Yeah, it's good.
We'll do a weekly segment where you read,
Yeah.
you read, and then report back. So I don't
Read
have to
portions of it.
read it. That's cool. Well, that's cool though. Like the effect that kind of stuff has, because I
Mm-hmm.
deployed to Iraq, and
Mm.
I remember kind of having like that same feeling where I didn't think I had like preconceived like notions about like these people that
Yeah.
lived there or anything like that, and like I didn't think I did or whatever. But then I just remember just like saying like thinking and like saying to like my friends and stuff that were over there with, like, everyone's so nice here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so it's like I guess I kind of had a preconceived notion that
Right.
maybe they weren't so
If you're
nice,
like
or they're,
surprised by something, you're like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
what did I
yeah.
think before that? Yeah,
But
totally.
it was like it started because we didn't know like anything about where we were going, because it's kind of like a hush hush space or whatever, and so we were like really scared about what it was gonna be like, and we were kind of
Yeah.
regretting like maybe we should do. But it was like one of the best experiences of my life. Like,
That's awesome.
and a lot of it's because like the people were just so nice and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but that's
They
cool.
sound like amazing people. I mean, at least from this girl's perspective, like just the cultural traditions of like kind of like always feeding somebody when they come in, or like
Yeah.
treating people with like respect. She also talks about some of the the bad traditions too, which is good because she's like critical, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but also like loves her culture. So she's like, yeah, like in our culture, there's a lot of like families hurt, like hating families, like when you just kind of somebody like does something, you know, shady or like something that like hurts your feelings, they would like instantly retaliate, and then it like goes on for years and years. She's like, that's not good. Like, it's not helping anybody, you know? So
Yeah.
she's like aware of some of the things that aren't, you know, positive, which I think is good for like anybody in any culture, is to be like
Sure, yeah.
aware of like the good and the bad and kind of fight for the good things.
Yeah.
Yep.
An unbiased opinion on things, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. We're kind of wrapping up a little bit. Here's the Pied Piper section. This is where you get to plug something. You can plug you or something you're doing, or someone on Instagram that you think people should be following, or just anything.
Okay. Pied Piper? That's what it's
Yeah.
called? Okay.
Yeah.
What does that
Well,
mean?
that's what I titled the
It's
segment,
like,
because it's like you get to like, you know, have everyone follow something or be the one
okay.
that's, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. No, I like it. It's good. I was just trying to figure out what it meant. So let's see. Instagram. What about a podcast? Could be a podcast?
Sure. Yeah. Anything.
Okay. So one of the podcasts that I'm really into right now is called Listen, Learn, Love. And it's like maybe a little bit like a narrow audience, but maybe not. So it's like LDS people, and it's like the LGBTQ community within the LDS church.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a guy, a bishop, who like interviews just all kinds of people, like people that are in that community, like, or their allies or their parents or leaders in the church that are like, you know, trying to like help people in that community. And it's really good because he's just so like open and loving and like trying to like create a space and like a voice for people that are in the LGBTQ community, that are, you know, in the LDS church, that are either suffering and like want to be there or have left, and like their feelings of leaving or feelings like outside of the church. And it's just like really eye-opening, and really like the whole podcast really is about listening and learning from them and loving them, right? That's why it's called that. So I've just gained a lot of like respect and like love and insight from the LGBTQ community through it. So if that's something that like anyone like has questions or like feelings that are like unresolved about, that's a really good place to go to. So that's what I've been interested in. And another thing that's fun, that's different but fun, is
no, you only get one. No, we got
just one.
I'm just kidding. Go.
It's an Instagram page called Constant Bagel Therapy. It's
right,
like,
I like that.
It's just an artist that draws these little silly like doodles, but they're really like witty and funny, and just gives you a little daily dose of laughter and joy.
Good. I like those.
Yep.
All right. Constant Bagel Therapy. And what was the podcast called again?
Listen, Learn, Love, and it's hosted by Richard Ostler.
Cool.
Ostler.
I have to check that out. There's so many podcasts, man. Like, it's a crazy thing to think about, but like, it's really great when you can find one that you really connect with.
Yeah.
All right, last segment before we let you go is the rapid fire, and these are just dumb things. Just a dumb, fun little way to end the show. Okay, so I'm gonna say like this or that, and you have to pick one as quickly and as I guess honestly or accurately as your taste dictates. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Cake or pie?
Pie.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
A lot of food ones. Red Vines or Twizzlers?
Twizzlers.
Yeah, wrong.
I like pulling them apart.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Mary Kate or Ashley?
Neither. They're both gross. I don't know.
Too warm or too cold?
Too warm? Yeah, too warm.
Red or blue?
Blue.
Let's see, Wayne's World 1 or Wayne's World 2?
1.
And let's see, ugly or annoying? That's a good one.
Annoying.
And finally, oh wait, let's see if there's another one. Oh no, I can't find it. Okay, so now finally, Corona or Corona?
What?
Corona or Corona?
Corona, obviously.
Oh man, gross Corona. You chose Corona, yeah. Kallie, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah,
it's just a silly thing, but I really appreciate you being on it. It's fun.
Yeah, it
and
is
yeah,
fun.
it should be on YouTube at some point. I have to. It takes forever to load something on YouTube. I'm very new to it, but I know these are kind of long, but it just takes forever.
I can send you a program that compresses videos so they're a lot faster uploads.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, that's what Dave does because he's a teacher and he has to teach video, like through video right now.
Dope. Yeah, that makes sense.
Send you a link.
Sweet. Yeah, do that. Kallie, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, good to see you, Keenan.
You too, man. Thanks,
see
3
you later.
viewers that stuck with us.
Thanks, guys.
All right, see ya.
See ya.